Hello and welcome to all. Here in today's lecture, we're going to discuss how to convert the given Mealy machine into its equivalent Murray machine. We can convert the given Mealy machine into its equivalent Murray machine, as well as we can convert the Murray machine into its equivalent Mealy machine. So in today's lecture, we're going to discuss how to convert Mealy to the Murray machine. We know that in case of Mealy machine, output is depend on current state and current input alphabet. That will decide the output, or we can say that output is associated with the transition. Now here you can see in this diagram there are total 4 states are there: Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, where Q0 is the initial state. Q0 is the initial state, and input alphabets are A and B, and output alphabets are 0 and 1. Now we want to convert the given Mealy machine into its equivalent Murray machine. Then how to convert it? Now we'll see its conversion step by step. So here uh, we have to check the number of incoming edge for the given state. We have to check the number of incoming edge. So first of all, I will consider for state Q0. For state Q0, how many incoming edges are there? For Q0 state. Okay. For state Q0, how many incoming edges are there? So here you can see for Q0, there are 2 incoming edges are there. Sorry, there are 3 incoming edges are there. One is from Q0 to Q0 itself. You can see here there is one incoming edge from Q0 to Q0. So first is Q0 to Q0. There is one incoming edge is there. So I'll write it as a Q0 to Q0. Okay. Q0 to Q0, there is one incoming edge. On input, what, and what will at that time what is the output? This is one is input and this one will be the output. So on input A. So on input A, there is incoming edge from Q0 to Q0, and output is what? 0. So output is 0. Okay. Same way. Now on input, there is one more incoming edge from Q1 to Q0 on input A. Q1 to Q0, there is one more incoming edge for Q0 on input A. Output is 0. So there is incoming edge from Q1 to Q0, and input is A and output is 0. So input is A and output is 0. Now there is one more incoming edge, that is third incoming edge from Q2 to Q0. Here you can see there is one more incoming edge from Q2 to Q0. On input A, output is 1. So incoming edge from Q2 to Q0, input is A and output is 1. Okay. Now these are the 3 incoming edges for Q0 state. Okay. So here now we have to observe the output. Only observe the output, not even inputs are same, that doesn't matter. Inputs are different, that doesn't matter. Now we have to observe whether we are getting different output or not. If we are getting the different output, then we have to split the given number of output. Sorry, we have to split the given number of state into the number of output state, or into the number of state. Here you can see there are 2 different outputs are there, 0 and 1. There are 2 different outputs are there, 0 and 1. So we have to split the given state Q0 into 2 output state, that is 0 output state and 1 output state. Let's split that Q0. Let's split that Q0 into 2 output state. Let us say I'll rename this as a P0, which indicate 0 output state, P0 which indicate 0 output state, and I'm going to split it into one more state, that is P1, which indicate that 1 output state. Okay. If there is one more output is there, for example 2, then I have to split the given state into 3 different states, like this. But one more thing, as Q0 is the initial state, so I have to consider one more output. Okay, that is nothing but epsilon. As Q0 is the one more state, so I am going to consider one more state, that is P epsilon with epsilon output. This state we need to consider only for the initial state. And one more thing, if initial state will consist of incoming edges and output is different, then only we have to split that state into number of states by considering P epsilon state. So this is first one. Now I am going to check for Q1 now. Now for Q1 state, for state Q1, you can see here for state Q1, again there is only one incoming edge for Q1, that is Q0 to Q1. For state Q1, only one incoming edge is there, that is from Q0 to Q1, incoming edge from Q0 to Q1. On input B, output is 0. Input B, output is 0. So input is B and output is 0. Okay, B is the input, output is 0. As it consists of single output, okay, there is no two output or two or more than outputs are there. That's why we are going to keep that Q1 as it is. So Q1 will be as it is with 0 output state. Why? Because here 0 output is there. So Q1 with 0 output. Now, so here we have split the Q0 to Q1, B equal to 0 and 1. Now we will consider one more. Okay, so here you can see we have converted Q0 to P0, P1, P epsilon, where 0, 1 epsilon, and for Q1, as there is a single output is there, so there is no need to split the given state into two different states, and output is 0. Now I'll consider next state, that is Q2. Okay, so for Q2 state, for state Q2, okay, check the number of incoming edges. For Q2, again there is only one incoming edge is there, that is from Q1 to Q2. Okay, so for state Q2, only one incoming edge is there, Q1 to Q2, and here you can see input is B. For Q1 to Q2, input is B, output is 0. So input is B, and at that time output is 0. So as we are getting a single output, so no need to split that Q2 state, and Q2 state will remain same, and for output 0. Q2 state will remain same for output 0, as no splitting is required, because output is there is only one output. Now for Q3 state, for state Q3, there are total 3 incoming edges are there. For state Q3, 3 incoming edges are there. Which are there? That are nothing but Q3 on input A, it will remain in Q3. Q3 on input B, output is 0, it will be in Q3, and from Q2 to Q3, input is B, output is 0. So I'll write all those incoming edges. First from Q2 to Q3, here you can see there is incoming edge from Q2 to Q3. Input is, so Q2 to Q3, at that time input is B and output is 0. Input is B, and at that time output is 0. Same way, there is one more incoming edge from Q3 to Q3 on A input. So Q3 to Q3, after receiving input A, output is again 0. After receiving input A, output is 0. There is one more incoming edge, Q3 to Q3 on input B. Okay, so Q3 to Q3, after receiving input B, it will generate the output as a 0. Here you can see on receiving B, it will generate the output as a 0. So there are 3 incoming edges for Q3. One is from Q2 to Q3, input B, output is 0. Another one is from Q3 to Q3, input is A, output is 0. Okay, and last Q3 to Q3 itself, on input B, output is 0. So here you can see input is different, that doesn't matter, but here output is same. As output is same, so we will not going to split that Q3 state into any other state. So Q3 state will remain same with 0 output state. So up till now we have divided that Q0 state into 3 different states. Q0 state into 3 different states. That states are nothing but P0. So as we are getting different output for Q0, so P0 with 0 output state, P1 with 1 output state, and P epsilon as it is initial state and output is different, so P epsilon with epsilon output state. We have not divided at Q1 into any other state because for Q1 also there is a single output is there, so Q1 will remain same, so Q1 with 0 output state. Okay, so total we have divided that 4 state into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 state, where outputs are for P0 0 output, P1 with 1 output, P epsilon with epsilon output, Q1 with 0 output, Q2 with 0 output and Q3 with 0 output. I will mark it with red. Right. So here you can see these are the number of state for Murray machine now. Okay, so I'll design the transition table for Murray machine. Okay, we'll design the transition table for Murray machine now. So here you can see in a transition table for Murray machine, here these are nothing but the number of states. Okay, and lambda is the output function, because here output is associated with the state and we need to write down delta. Okay, delta on input A and B, because in case of Murray machine input will remain same. Input, whatever input is there for Mealy machine, that will be the input for Murray machine. So I'll write all those states which we have converted. So first one is the P epsilon. Okay, because P epsilon is nothing but it's a substate or divided state of the Q0, and at that time output is epsilon, so I'll directly write down output. After that we have converted that Q0 into one more state, split into one more state, that is P0, so I'll write it as a 0 output state, and one more is there, P1 with 1 output state. So these are the original state of the Q0. Okay, now next one, we have keep that Q1 as it is, because no different output is generated, so Q1 as it is, and for what, Q1 with 0 output state. Okay, so Q1 with 0 output state. After that Q2 with again Q2 with 0 output state. Why? Because there is incoming edge, only one incoming edge, and 0 output state is there, so this is 0 output state. Okay, and last one Q3, again Q3 there are 3 incoming edges, but at that time output is only one, that is 0. Okay, Q3 to Q3 A input 0, Q3 to Q2 B input 0, and Q2 to Q3 B input output is 0. So for Q3 it will be 0. So now we need to write down this delta. So now delta P epsilon after reaching A. P epsilon is the original state is what, Q0. So Q0 after reaching A, where it will be, Q0 after reaching A, it will be in the same state. Q0 after reaching A input, it will be in the same state, but at that time output is what, 0. So Q0 with 0 output state, what is it? So Q0 0 output state is P0. Q0 with 0 output state is a P0, and at that time output is 0. So I'll write here P0. See, P epsilon is the original of Q0. Okay, so Q0 after reaching A input, it will stay in same state, Q0 with 0 output. So Q0 with 0 output state is what, P0. Okay, so that's why here we have written P0. Now same, P epsilon on B. P epsilon means Q0 after reaching B, where it will be in a Q1. Q0 after reaching B, where it will be in a Q1 with 0 output. So Q1 with 0 output state, there is only one output state is there, Q1 with 0 output, Q1 is there, so I'll write here Q1. Okay, now P0 with A input. P0 means again original is Q0 with A input, again it will be same, means it is in Q0 state with 0 output, Q0 with 0 output state is P0. So here we will get same actually for all three. Why? Because these are the splitting state of the Q0. So I'll write here P1 is also original part of Q0, so we'll get the same answer. So I'll write here. Now Q1 with A. Q1 after reaching A, where it will be in a Q0. Q1 after reaching A input, it will be in Q0 with 0 output. Q1 after reaching A, it is in Q0. So with 0 output. So Q0 with 0 output state. Q0 with 0 output state is P0. So I'll write here P0. Now Q1 with B input. Q1 after reaching B, it will be in Q2, and there is no splitting of Q2, so that will remain Q2. Now Q2 after reaching A. Q2 after reaching A, it will be in Q0. Q2 after reaching A input, it will be in Q0, at that time output is 1. Q2 after reaching A, it will be in Q0, at that time output is 1. So Q0 with 1 output is what? P1. So here we need to write down it as a P1. Okay, and Q2 after reaching B, Q2 after reaching B, where it will be in a Q0 state. Q2 after reaching B, Q2 after reaching B, where it will be in a Q3, and Q3 there is no splitting of Q3, so that will remain Q3. Now Q3 after reaching A and B, so Q3 after reaching A, it will be in Q3, and there is no splitting of Q3, so I'll write here Q3, and Q3 after reaching B, again it is in same state Q3. So this is the transition table for the Murray machine. Okay, so now we need to, based on this transition table, we need to draw the transition diagram. Based on this transition table, we have to draw the transition diagram. So I will draw the transition diagram based on this. So here, okay, so to draw the transition diagram, I will design the transition table, okay, which we have designed right now, which will consist of total 6 states. So and output alphabet, okay, and input alphabets are A and B. A and B are the input alphabet. These are the input alphabet on which we need to calculate delta, and states are P epsilon. P epsilon, where outputs are epsilon is the output at that time. Okay, and P epsilon after reaching 0, after reaching A, it will stay in same state. So here we are getting output as a P0, and here we are getting output as a Q1. Okay, already we have designed the transition table in previous slide. After that P0, okay, P0 is a 0 output state. After that P1 with 1 output state. After that Q2 with 0 output state. Q1 is also 0 output state, and for Q3 0 output state. Q3 with 0 output state. So here P0 after reaching A, it will remain same P0. Here it will be Q1. P1 after reaching A, it will remain same P0 and Q1. After that Q2 after reaching A, so Q2 after reaching A, it is in Q0 state with 1 output, means P1. Here it will be in Q2. This is actually for Q1. And for Q2 after reaching A, it will back to the, here it is P0 and it will be in P1, and it is in Q3 state. Q3 after reaching A and B, same Q3. Based with the help of this, we need to design the transition table. Now how to design it? Transition table diagram for Murray machine. So P epsilon with epsilon output. We know that in case of Murray machine, output associated with the transition. P epsilon with epsilon output. Okay. Next P0 with 0 output. So P0 with 0 output. After that P1 with 1 output. So P1 with 1 output state. So P epsilon after reaching A, where it will be in a P0. So after reaching A, it will be in P0. After reaching B, it is in Q1. So after reaching B, it will be in Q1, and for Q1 is the 0 output state. So Q1 with 0 output state. Okay. Now P0 after reaching A, it is in same state, and after reaching B, here you can see it is in Q1. So after reaching B, it is in Q1. P1 after reaching A, it is in P0. So after reaching A, it is in P0. After reaching B, it will be in the Q1 state. Now Q1 after reaching A, P0. After reaching A, it is in P0. So I will draw this one. Okay. After reaching B, it will be in Q1 itself. So after reaching B, it is in Q1. Same way now for Q1 after receiving, sorry, Q2 after receiving A P1. So Q2 after receiving A, so Q2 having output 0, so output associated with the transition. So here we need to draw like this, and Q2 after receiving A, it will be in P1. So here it will be in P1. After receiving B, it will be in Q2, the same state. Sorry, after receiving B, it is in Q3. So after receiving B, it will be in Q3. And here Q3, which is nothing but 0 output state, so output associated with the transition. And Q3 after receiving A and B, it will stay in same state. So after receiving A as well as B, it will stay in same state. So this is nothing but the transition diagram for Moore machine for the given Mealy machine. So I will stop here. Thank you.